Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
Hold on, Alpha. Let me check the schematics and see if there's another entry point.
No time for that. Going loud.
Last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison. Their target was an operative, identified by the codename Maras. All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know shit.
Einstein's team was tasked with retrieving this man, Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating a new radical separatist group in Estonia. We have just under 2 hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse, find Fedorov, and get the fuck out in one piece.
Look around you, Frost. Does this look like headquarters to you? This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job.
You were foolish enough to send spies into my country. And as you can see, they have failed miserably. Ryan Drake.
Better hope this isn't a trap. Because if those assholes don't kill you, I will.
The only people dying today are those fuckers. All of them.
Woo! All right. So, the trailer is fantastic. If you, hello everybody. Welcome. It's a fantastic Wednesday night if you're here in the States, and if you are elsewhere, it is either, Thursday morning or Thursday night, I guess, depending where you're at. Like, So, yeah, good stuff. Great stuff. I think in Australia, isn't it like 7 in the morning for you guys or something, or 10 in the morning? I don't even know. I don't keep super close track of the time zones per se. I try, but then I forget. It makes me a bad friend, but it also makes me human. So, you got to love it one way or the other. Chat, you are beautiful. You are undefeated. Thank you for hanging out. I asked a couple people if they can make it, and some of them were like, maybe, yeah, sure. And then everybody was like, hey, we can't make it. And I was like, totally fine. I get it. It's the middle of the week. It's hump day. And, sometimes you just gotta enjoy life a little bit and take a break, take a breather. Work in IRL. Real life has been utterly insane, not gonna lie. But I think that's true of everybody, especially around this time of year. So it's good stuff. Great stuff. That trailer, like, I remember the first time I saw it, I was just like, man, this looks so good. I can't wait. This stuff is right up my alley. I'm not a huge fan of Jason Bourne. I will put that caveat in. But when we're talking like Reacher or Bond, or if any of you guys have ever it's like fantasy crime, the Dresden Files. Oh my god, love it to pieces. Definitely not appropriate for small children. Lots of very dark themes. It's interesting because the Dresden Files is what I would call like a mid fantasy. So you have high fantasy and you have low fantasy, and there's a big fight about what that means, because some people are like, oh, low fantasy means that it's really dark, and it's got like the magic system is like evil, and it's got goblins and ghouls, and it deals with like the underbelly of fantasy. Well, that's one way you can look at low fantasy. And because then people are like, and high fantasy is like with elves and dragons and depending, like sirens and mermaids. Sirens, they usually like, oh, that goes in low fantasy. Mermaids go in high fantasy, even though they're the same thing, but they've over the years they've kind of become different. All this kind of stuff. But then you have the people who are like, no, it doesn't talk about the magic system and like the magical creatures or the fantasy creatures. It's talking about how much magic actually occurs. So like if it's a high magic system, that means that magic is everywhere in the world. And if it's a low magic system, it means that magic is interspersed, but it's more of a rarity. It's those, like, oh, they were born with magic. We have to kind of hunt them down and exterminate magic. And they thought they've gotten it all, but there's still a little bit of it left in the world and it's starting to creep back in, that kind of stuff. And so you have that argument because depending on how you look at it, Lord of the Rings, by either of those definitions, would be high fantasy in both cases, right? Whereas something like, even I've never read it. I've seen half of one episode, much to my husband's chagrin. He is a huge fan of A Song of Ice and Fire books. But he loves them. But by those two, depending on the definition, that would make A Song of Ice and Fire a low fantasy, but by the other definition, it would make it a high fantasy. So it really does depend what you mean when you're talking about high and low, and people have different ideas of what that means. Obviously, this is a straight, at least based off of what I can tell, this is a spy action thriller. Yes, love it. This is my genre. I am all about this genre. It doesn't get enough love. Same thing with westerns. I just put those two together. Oh, it's freaking phenomenal. It's probably why I liked Firefly so much. But I'm really excited. I can't wait. This is essentially the pilot. What we're gonna watch. Now, I'm not going to stream the entire thing on screen, obviously. That would be unfair to Drinker. But if you are wanting to watch along and we can like make comments back and forth, you guys should see in the chat. I just dropped the link. Go to Drinker's channel. It is right there. That's the link to it. And I'll let you guys know timestamps and where we are so that everybody can keep up and we can make comments back and forth. I've had I've tried really hard to not give myself any spoilers, if that makes any sense. Because I knew I was not gonna I knew I wasn't gonna have time until somewhere this week, and I really, really, really wanted to have go in blind. I didn't want other opinions to sort of like muck it up or anything like that. And it's been surprisingly difficult because a lot of people really want to talk about this. My DMs, they'll be like, hey, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no, I promise you'll know when I watch it, but I haven't watched it. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know what you thought. I don't want to know, I don't want to know if you thought it was good or bad, or if there were parts that you like, oh, this was straight out of the book, or, anything. Like, I was like, don't tell me anything. And so it's been really hard because this dropped a week and a half ago. This dropped last Monday. And I've been dying to watch this. And so I was like, no, I am carving out a chunk of time that I can do this. And so then I asked Drinker, I was like, hey, would it be cool if I did a live watch party? I said, I won't show all of it. Like, I might show certain pieces. But I was like, it'll mostly just be me talking on the screen. And then I'll probably shrink myself down and have like a still or something up for everybody to sort of enjoy. But yes, this is Rogue Elements. It is based off of it's a Rogue Elements Orion Drake story, and it is based off of the very good novels that Drinker wrote. Drinker is very much putting his money where his mouth is, and you can absolutely, the link to the first book, Redemption, is in the description. So by all means, like, I highly recommend you pick it up. I know you can get it on audiobook and Kindle, and I think the paperback is still available. But I am very interested to see where this goes. So, again, Drinker, for those that don't know, Will Jordan is the author. He is very, obviously very talented, but he's very passionate about this. And a lot of people have been like, oh, we have to do this or we have to do that. We need to start like filling these spaces. We need to take over the industry. Okay, well, like, yeah, it's one thing to talk about it, but Drinker is actually putting his money where his mouth is, which is a welcomed relief and change of pace, because it's one thing. Anybody can sit there and Monday morning quarterback. You know what I mean? Anybody can sit there and be like, well, if I had the money, or if I was given, like, all they should have asked me, I could have done this, I could have done that. It's very, very easy to, like I said, Monday morning quarterback, or the, I remember one of my professors, who I didn't have a whole lot of respect for, to be perfectly honest, because of many things. But they did tell us something that actually did stick with me. And it was, most people who want to write a book will never write a book, not because they can't, but because it will never live up to what they've built it into in their heads. It will never live up to that. And so it will be, it's better to, it is better to live the fantasy of what their life could be like. Oh, like, if the world knew my talent, then it would be this, that, or the. I'd be more adored than J.R.R. Tolkien, or more famous than J.K. Rowling, or I'd have more TV deals than George Martin, right? Like, they have this fantasy in their head, and it's better it is better, they prefer the being poor and living the fantasy in their head than actually putting in the work and putting it out there, and actually, like, and figuring out exactly how good are they, how much does the audience actually, how receptive is it to your ideas or your plot, or your quote ability. So it was it was a very interesting realization that most people do not want the reality of that comes with writing a book. They would much rather live in the fantasy in their head, and then they can't ever be disappointed. And I thought that was kind of cowardly, but it makes sense, because you never have to try and find confirmation. You can permanently live in this this biased state of unrealistic expectation and existence, and you won't go anywhere with that. You're not going to ever be great or marvelous, or blow anybody's socks off ever, but it's definitely safe. It'll be safe. So with all that to say, I am genuinely excited for this. I think it is actually, it's like it's a concept film. So it's supposed to be like someone could pick it up for a TV slot. And which I would be totally down for. Like, I'd love to watch and review it. but I think it can also act as sort of a standalone short film, if that makes sense. I haven't asked for like any details or anything like that. Like I said, I really am trying to go into it blind so I can give a more honest reaction to it. So I think I think it'll be really good. But without further ado, let's change that. Let me see if I can I shrink me down? No, I can't shrink me down. That's something that they need to get on. But I am genuinely excited. Let's what I will do, since it's the intro, I will go ahead and we will do the first 2 minutes of the film and on screen, and then after that we'll kind of just like talk through it. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at that, to be perfectly honest, but I'm going to give it a shot and do my darndest to make sure everybody has a good time and that we are having fun. So the link to the film or to the concept is pinned at the top. So you can click that and it'll take you. You can have that open in your other window. The link for the book is it's down in the description, and I'll drop that throughout the course of the film as well. But without further ado, let's see what we see. How did we do, drinker? How did we do? Let me make sure. Hold on. I don't want to blow anybody's ears out. There we go. Okay. Did it start? No. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's cool. We don't get stuff like that anymore, which is kind of sad. This is cool. I like this intro. Remember when they all used to have really cool intros? Now it's just logo with loud sound. Okay, fan of the music. Oh, it's another intro. Oh, it's a UFO disc. Oh, is it Critical Dot? Oh no, this is the Flag Entertainment. Get it, doggo. Alright. In 2001, the CIA's Special Activities Division authorized the formation of a new, highly classified unit composed of elite military veterans. Its mission was to find and retrieve high-value assets from deep behind enemy lines. If killed or captured, the CIA would deny all knowledge of their existence. They bore no insignia, held no title, and answered to no one. But select few who knew of them, they can be known as shepherds. I'm sold. I'm already in. I'm good. I'm glad. Let's do this. All right. What do we got? Car Flag Entertainment Production. This is a short film. That's what I said. Oh, okay. Yep, that's a dead man hanging. Oh, not dead. And that's
everyone eventually breaks, and you will too.
Torture. Yep.
Tell me what I want to know.
Oh. You guys ever been hit with a taser of any kind? It is not pleasant. Oh god. Ugh. I'm assuming that tattoo is going to be important. Your shoulders would be feeling. Okay, so pause. We're at the 1 minute 48 second mark. Fun fact: when you are hanging with your arms suspended above your head like that, and your shoulders are concave that way, you are slow. You're suffocating at such a rate that by the time you realize that you can that your arms are basically like they're dead because they're lack of blood flow, by the time you realize that your arms are dead, you're so low on oxygen that you can't feel any part of your body. Fun fact. No, Hook, we're not tickling feet. That is the worst form of torture. Like, I don't understand. I watch all these things like they're punching women in the ribs, and don't be wrong, it hurts. Punch them in the ribs, stab them with a taser, like pull off their fingernails. I am telling you, I'm telling you, tickling is the absolute worst form of torture that exists. And here's why. It sucks. It's painful. Your body has like an uncontrollable reaction to it, and you're laughing, but it's not funny. It sucks. Tickling should be banned by the Geneva Convention. All right, carrying on. So far, I'm really liking it. Building a circle with rock. In fact, you do actually do something. Like, just to almost like you're going to do it. Ooh. Props to the cinematography. Oh, I like it. That was in the trailer. That was in the trailer. Ryan's perfect. Republic of Estonia near the Russian border. All right, we are 2 minutes and 44 seconds in. All right. What hot mic? What hot mic? What did I do? Where the... It is not funny, Lord Gravemaster. What? Why? Why? Okay, so I am gonna take it off screen now. So we're at the 2 minute and 44 second mark. Like I said, I can't show the whole thing. But the link to the video is at the top. To the film is at the top. So by all means, hop on. We're at the 2 minute 44 second mark. I was gonna say Ryan's perfect woman. She has not said a word. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's oh man. Raider. Oh gosh. Coming in with the 54-39. He says it's gonna be a 3-day. Gonna paint the town red and paint face wood. For any of you that don't know, go to Lethal Lightning's channel and watch our Halo streams. God, thank God that show got canceled. It was an abomination to everything and everyone. Raider, thank you so much for the support. Love you. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you guys are watching it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to talk through this. But you can absolutely head to Drinkers channel. Like, keep this window open so we can still hang out and chat about it. But head over to Drinkers channel. Link is at the top, and you can watch the film. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. Raider, much love. Thank you. You are a legend, truly. So we are at 2 minutes 44 seconds. Republic of Estonia near the Russian border. This is 2001. So, for any of you that don't remember what happened in 2001, the world, the world kind of forever changed. If we remember, I don't know exactly what I'm allowed to say on this particular platform with that, but all right, 2 minutes 44 seconds. Here we go. Okay. Scene from the trailer. He's walked out of the room. Okay. He's an asset. It looks like so the flashback, so now, yeah, she's got a rifle with a silencer and a scope, and he's on the same floor as her. I'm so confused. Okay, they've pulled him over. Code word, Vulture, were you followed? Okay, she's literally like, this is not a knock on anything. This is simply her position. I would not pick that position, is all I will say. Okay. Um, here we go. So we're at 3 minutes 34 seconds. Ivan has been pulled over by what looks to be obviously like CIA, some type of government intelligence, and the female that we saw at the beginning and in the trailer. So we've cut. She's got the straight hair. She's clean. She's got her makeup done and everything like that. She's in a parking garage across the way, and she's looking through her scope at these two, and right now you're being led to believe that her target is Ivan, but both men, the agent and the asset, are both in her line of sight. All right, 3 minutes 34 seconds. Here we go. What about my wife and child? He says you're the priority. Ivan's saying that wasn't our deal. Now pickup's coming rolling out of somewhere. Very bad looking men are opening it up. He said now or never, Ivan, and they're shoving him into the truck. He has not fired a shot. Oh, there she fired the shot. She took out the driver. Okay. Now they're like, get him out of here. Oh, more men. More very, very, very tall, rugged men. Ooh. Okay. So a Russian man, based off of his Russian accent, has come out of somewhere, and now he's walking up to Ivan. We've not seen his face yet, and he's saying, "Bravo, bravo, Ivan! You play the coward very well. And yes, I know where your family is." So Ivan's concern right now is his family. He's huffing and puffing real hard. So one man's dead, one man is injured, and now there's a bunch of guns being pointed at the secret agent from earlier. Or agent, I guess. It's not very secret. So agent and Ivan are standing in the middle of a circle of guns, and the Russian is walking up to them. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. Ivan's saying, don't hurt my family. Oh, now we see his face. Oh, they just punched Ivan in the face. She's still looking through her scope. Oh, he said agent man is looking at Russian and saying, just do it, you thing that Trump said we like to grab them by. I can't say that word on YouTube. So yes, that is that's what we're looking at right now. Very tense situation. I've got to say, I haven't seen emoting like this in quite a while, and it's actually kind of throwing me because even the female who is across the way in the other parking structure, she's not said anything still. Like I said, Ryan's perfect woman. She still hasn't said anything. But you can tell she's like trying to gauge the situation. She's staying calm, but she's running through calculations in her head like you're supposed to be doing in these situations. So, and you're able to get all of that based off of just her subtle movements and her like inflections in her face. So, big fan of it so far. And we're only 4 minutes and 44 seconds in. There's 38 minutes left to go. So who knows? This whole thing might go off the rails. But with Drinker, I have a feeling he tried to keep it as tight as possible. JD, absolutely spot on what you said about your professor saying people will never go through with something like finishing a book because the fantasy of the dream is easier than the pragmatism of reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Russian mad. Oh, he's threatening torture because he's Russian. You have information I need. She can't kill Russian dude because there is a pillar of cement in the way. Now he's in her line of sight, but there's people in front of him, and she took out the wrong guy. Took out one of his henchmen because he walked in front of the Russian. So now she is firing at. It's like, look, she's across the way, but so she's taking off on her motorbike. She's left her rifle. Russian. Oh, she was in the same parking garage. Okay. She was just on one of those like half levels. That was an interesting and dangerous location to be. Bad guy is crawling towards gun. Her back is to him. Oh, no, she just pulled out a knife. She still hasn't said a word. He's still crawling away. Oh, he dead. He done died. Or at least she's torturing her. Him. All right. Russian has Agent Dude in chair. This is the you're wasting your time. Here we go. We'll share this part because this was in the trailer. So, or at least most of it was in the trailer. So, I can do this. Ryan can fix this. It's okay. There we go.
You're wasting your time. You might as well put a bullet in me now. Save us both the aggravation.
Yeah, in that case, death would be preferable.
You know something? I believe you. I think you're right.
Well, but he's not going to do it. Watch my channel get taken down because of a movie. That would not be cool. Oh, hide. You guys can kind of guess. Oh, okay. Didn't do it. That was rude. Tricked me too. Okay. Talking about himself.
So,
Men who couldn't hold it together.
I have a situation, a problem. And like my father used to always say, there are very few problems that can be solved with a good, sturdy hammer.
Oh boy.
Now, last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison on Russian territory. Their target was an operative, identified by the code name Maras. Now, this person is very, very dangerous, guilty of more crimes against the Russian state than almost anyone else alive.
Oh yeah, Russia doesn't like that.
All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
All right. So this is from the trailer.
Give me the name, and all this will be over. Otherwise, things will get very... Well, I'm sure you know how it goes.
FYI, if you give them information,
Well, I guess we're in for a long night.
they'll still torture you.
Because I don't know shit.
Oh,
Okay.
He's about to get a hammer to the kneecap. Go ahead.
I'm going to find out soon enough.
Wait. What? Okay. Yep. Hammer to the kneecap. Ooh, that's brutal. Brutal. Now he's telling the other guy, don't say anything. Pain sucks. Most people can't hold up. Like, that's why torture was a thing. Oh, gave the name. We're at 9 minutes and 5 seconds, and he's dropped the name of the protagonist. I bet you guys can't guess who it is. Oh, and there he went. Yep. Took him out of the kneecap. That was a quick torture death scene, I'm not gonna lie. Efficient, cold-blooded, very Russian. I'm a fan. Honestly, I've seen way bigger budget films way crappierly done. Like, you know what I mean? Like the cheap pause. Like the cheese factor was so bad that it took away from any good. And like I love cheese, but like in some cases it's just not a negative. So we are in a Quonset. For any of you that don't know what that is, here I'll show you really quick. So we're paused. We're at 9 minutes 39 seconds. So this is a Quonset. You usually use it to store like equipment, or if you like here in the States, I don't know where it is in other worlds, other parts of the world rather. But you can store, like, you have to have a different type of floor. There's different venting that's kind of needed, but um, you can turn these into houses and stuff. But they're also used to like store grain, or corn is a big one. Different crops can get stored in here, and as you can see, there's a big ass cornfield back here. So if I had to guess, this is so we've got, this is the Quonset hut part. This is the corn back here. So this looks like it would be used to store that particular crop. And right now they got pulled off of break early to go back on rotation, and now they're trying to figure out like why. So that's where we're at. Oh, this is from the trailer too. Russian dude is smoking a cigarette while dark-haired chick is handling all the equipment, moving it back and forth. Another vehicle just pulled up with an individual who I'm pretty sure is our protagonist. Whoa! I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Interesting. He's got a very Iceman meets Maverick. Like, it's definitely his own like style, but I'm seeing some Top Gun influence for sure. I like it. I am not opposed. 10-minute 22-second. Russian is still making fun of dark-haired chick. Uh, okay. He's showing them the intel that they've received, and oh, it's the video of what we just put, the torture death scene. Okay. All right. Yep. So Russians have Ryan Drake's name. So, uh, dark-haired chick, close her eyes. All right, Russian dude is now come. He has now come up to the camera, so that this is the intel that they've received. The Russians sent the video, so he's come up to the camera, and this is where he's like, "You sent spies into my country, and as you can see, they have failed." 11 minutes 21 seconds. The price of American arrogance. All right. And then he just hammered the other guy in the skull, killing him. Like, didn't say it, like, said American, the price of American arrogance, and now he's just hammered in the skull with the other gentleman. So, all right, now we're at a flashback. Ryan being trained by uh, Hastings, who just got his head pummeled in. They're joking about who's actually better. So that was Ryan's flashback to when they were boxing. Okay, so Hastings is now dead. He just took a hammer to the head multiple times. So yeah, that'll do it. Drake is standing there, and he's just informed them, like, the chick just like, who is this guy? And Drake is now explaining that the agency does not have anything on him. So now they're tasked with retrieving Ivan Fedorov, same guy from the beginning. So, whoa, we took a shot at NATO. All right. Yep. It's 2001. Remember, guys. Okay. So, they're talking about how Estonia now has radical groups in it, and Ivan was sent to investigate one of them. 12 minutes 33 seconds. Ever since the articles were signed, All right. So there's new leadership. So there's money, weapons, new leadership, and a bunch of angry revolutionary wannabes. So NSA. Okay. Oh, okay. So a lot just happened right there. I'm actually gonna so in like that 30 in about that 20 seconds, so I'm gonna go back. We're at 12:40. Just this is actually this dialogue is kind of bang on, honestly. Like this is accurate.
But according to Fedorov, things are changing. New leadership has unified them under one command, along with the big injection of money and weapons. If he's right, they're powerful enough to destabilize the entire region.
And push them towards Russia instead.
According to our friends at the NSA, he's being held in this warehouse on the outskirts of Narva.
Yeah, here we go.
So why not just kill him?
Because they need to know how badly they've been compromised.
Yep.
Exactly.
A drone strike would solve things pretty quickly.
Dietrich, we can't just start dropping bombs on friendly countries.
Never stopped us before.
That was a dig at the military-industrial complex. So now she just asked, remember, it's 2001. Local police or military? Like, why can't we just ask them? The Estonians have to be on our side for this one, right? Oh, geopolitics is a funny, fickle thing. Corruption is an issue. That's why we have Operation House. Are you sure that's the only reason? Frost is the chick, and Dietrich is the non-native Russian dude that they brought in, and he smells something fishy. This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job. I agree with the Russian. Frost is mean. So he's questioning why us. So Diedrich is suspicious of uh of Drake. Drake is saying Hastings was our friend. He doesn't deserve to go out like that. We should revenge. And then he was like, maybe you're the kind of person that can let something like this go. And Dietrich just turned his back on him. So that exchange was a little I guess bumpy for lack of a better word. Mostly just because like it should have really just been the dialogue between between Diedrich and Drake, but Frost kept like throwing some stuff in there. And in the real world but I've seen these conversations happen. The third parties, unless it gets like super heated where it's about to become fisticuffs, they usually stay quiet and sort of just let the two parties or the two individuals, kind of like hash it out. So that was a little bit wonky because, and I get that we only have, I mean, we're 14 and a half minutes in. We have 28 minutes left of this short film. So they really so that pacing, while it was a little bit awkward, it makes sense. But overall, I mean, that's definitely a conversation that would be had, especially since these guys, from what we've taken, they've worked together before, they know each other. And so Diedrich is suspicious of Drake because all of these other things aren't adding up. Okay. They've got 2 hours to get everything that they need. Then they got to fly over there, and Frost is like, I will see what I can do. So, promises. Diedrich is unhappy. Better hope this isn't a trap. Okay, that's the scene from the trailer where Dietrich's like, "You know this isn't a trap because if it is and they don't kill you, I will." And Drake's like, "The only ones dying are them, all of them." So obviously, it's a different word. We PG'd it for YouTube, the tube of you. Okay, that's a warehouse building in random Estonia, I guess. There's some bright ass lights. Holy cow. Okay, we've got guardsmen. Oh, that's one of the stills. Okay, so he's just come up out of the grass like a shadow. There's Frost. Okay, we are spy creeping. Bruh. Okay, it's a nitpick from me. It like this is a nitpick from me. I am at 15 minutes 49 seconds. This happened at 15 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay. So Frost is currently she went through the grass. She's gotten into cover with these it's really like one tree and then there's a few other shrubs around and stuff like that. And she hasn't quite taken a knee. She's in sort of a crouched position and she just holstered her pistol. I don't know what spies do, but when you can see hostiles, your weapon doesn't go back in the holster. That's just me, I guess. It's just a nitpick, like I said. But that's what we're doing. We're giving honest feedback to first time live reaction watchers. So what are we? Okay, so Frost has now whipped out her computer. That of course we can't read. Uh, Drake is looking around. Okay, she's patched into something. Clear to move. Okay, I'm guessing she's gonna turn the lights off. Okay. All right. There's a vehicle at the gates of this warehouse. Oh, it's Diedrich in the vehicle. Tell Vitelli that Constantine is here. There's a check engine light on. This is a restricted area. Be on your way. Okay, so Diedrich is doing his best to convince these guys that he was told to come there and ask for Vitelli. It's a distraction, obviously. Drake is looking at a very open courtyard that he's going to have to cross. Their studios, okay, he's got his weapon up. Okay, so he managed to get up on the guy. All right, one to the gut, one to the head, and then somebody just took out. Okay, she did. Frost took out the other guy. Okay, they just told Diedrich to go ahead and fall back. Frost and Drake. Frost and Drake are in. Diedrich is leaving. They've told him that they've made it. They've taken out two henchmen. That was a very open courtyard. Okay, so she just told him to keep his head in the mission because it's her ass in there too. I don't think Russian guards actually take this many cigarette breaks. It just okay, so we are creeping through the warehouse. They've split up. Always a bad idea. Russian guy who killed the other two, the hammer with the hammer, um, is in the security room looking at cameras. Frost just hacked him. That's what she got into before. And so now she is trying to. Oh, Russian is looking at screen. Okay. Drake, Drake just hid. That guy walked past. Drake is popping out. Continuing to move. Frost is his eyes. Russian dude is noticing something's wrong with the cameras because his man should have walked by. Okay. Volkov, the big Russian dude, talking to another Russian dude on the phone. Victor. Okay, they're looking for so the asset, the one that they were talking about before who got broken out was the chick from the beginning, obviously. He's one man, my guys can handle it. He's head of security, I'm assuming because who that guy is. He was the bearded guy in the beginning who took out some of the shepherds. Okay. Alpha said that he's going in loud. They're telling him don't do it. Uh, Ivan's family is allegedly missing, but I think that is a or a ploy. I'm at 20 minutes and 59 seconds, Josh. So Drake just entered the room with Ivan, and he just took out the Russian assets. Ivan is right there. Okay. There are rats in the building. So Team 2 did not check in because they just got, extra ventilation in their skulls. Now, head of security dude has the douchiest smile I've seen in a long time. Very good. Hold on. I live for bad guys that I can hate. Hold on. We're gonna share some love. I live for bad guys that I can hate. Here we go. Na, 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 na. Do, do, do. Hold on. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. There's rats in the building.
Tell me something.
Give me something.
Do you think you can handle that?
Do you think you can handle that? Look at this douche canoe smile. Oh man. Oh, see, subtlety is underrated and underused. Oh, I love a douchebag asshole bad guy that you can hate. Time to work. It's time to work. No, no, don't do it. Oh, he has freed me. Okay, it's Ivan on the floor. Oh, she just set something off. Went vroom. There may be. Oh, they said the name. Rogue element. Rogue element. There may be a rogue element in play here. And then Alpha just said, "Oh, F. All right, stick to the plan." Okay, Ivan said you got to save my family. So, all right. Drake's like, listen. He's like, listen, you're in the shit. I can get you out, but only if you do exactly what I say. He has said nothing about Ivan's family. Ivan is adamant about his family. And now they're talking about, hey, you got ambushed yesterday. Okay. So Drake just asked, hey, the guy who ambushed you yesterday and captured your retrieval team, is he here? We do it in full force. Okay, now Drake is like, tell me about this, man. Okay, so Drake has just been informed that Voltic, the Russian guy who killed his mentor, has been works for Russian intelligence and has been funneling money and weapons to separatist states. So hundreds to thousands of people die every time he moves this stuff. Drake's like, point me in the right direction. Ivan's like, my family. And Drake is like, okay, Drake has seen something on the computer. Cam 3. Oh, it's her. So blonde chick. Ivan's like, my family, and Drake just saw here. I'll show you what he. So he had another flashback. Drake is taking some L's. This is kind of brutal to watch. Here we go.
I'm in the right direction.
Point me in the right direction.
My family.
My family. So she keeps popping up. We're not quite sure who she is yet. But they have these photos of her and whatnot, and now Drake is having flashbacks.
What are you doing, Ivan?
You're getting sloppy, right? I expected more from you. Do not get in my way.
My family.
Ooh, my family.
My family.
Okay. Dang it, there's only 18 minutes left. I'll make you a deal. Get me to this man and I'll find your family. You have my word. Ooh, that's dangerous. Ivan's nodding his head. That was the fastest desperate hostage negotiation I've ever seen. I don't believe in guns. Better start. Because the people in here, dude. That was a good one. Okay, pause. I'm at 24:35. I love lines like that where people just, I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in guns. I really love quips that come back like that where they're like, it's like, I don't believe in guns. And I don't remember which one it was, but it was something to the effect of, the laws of physics and inertia don't care if you believe them. I died laughing because really, like, it's projectile, it's inertia, it's physics, like, and so it's like, listen, you don't have to believe in them. It's not gonna stop the reality. Like, that doesn't make you bulletproof. So I love quips like that. And so his, like, you better start because the people in here do. Like, oh, what was another good one? It was also Russians, but it was something to the effect of like, I don't use guns. I don't believe in them. And the guy responded back. He was just like, well, the men who we are about to deal with, not only do they believe in guns, but they worship them like they are the actual, like they are their Lord and Savior. It was so freaking hilarious. All right, 24:35. Okay, keep your finger off the trigger, or on the trigger, whatever it was he said. I would probably not be giving a man I barely knew a weapon and then turn my back on him. That's just me. It is not a second watch, Hosatako. It is not a second watch. I am pausing it. This is a first watch. And no, it's not necessarily a but I'm hanging out with you guys, so it's always enjoyable. But yes, this is legitimately the first time that I have watched it. And I'm actually really thoroughly enjoying it. I am. It's a good time. But the chat always makes everything better. So. And I don't want to just sit here in silence and you guys stare at my icon. Okay, Frost up on the roof. Yep, that's gonna go on screen. Drinker just got his ass handed to him by a hot chick. I mean, she's very. I wouldn't have all this metal on my fingers either. If you guys are curious, these can be ripped off. Like they'll make them tighter and then they'll peel them off and take skin with them. But also something they like to heat the metal up while it's still on your fingers. It's very, 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 very painful. All right, so Frost. Here we go. Wait, he looks familiar. Trigger just got taken out. All right. Sorry, had to put that on screen. Are you sure this is the way? I saw them setting operations in this area. It stinks. Multiple hostiles inbound. Ivan still has a gun. Drake is like, new plan, I'm getting you to the exit. Drake just got shot in the shoulder. Ivan is still holding his weapon very uselessly. Let's see. Okay. We're going to stand off. Oh, Frost turned around and then she just got punched. Now she's mad. Head of security guy is continuing to punch her. Punched him twice. Punched her twice. Oh, punched her off the roof. Onto the lower roof. Ow. Pain. I've met a lot of assholes in my life, but I don't remember you. Mattis. Ring a bell. Many powerful people in the country want you to answer for your crimes. So Russia doesn't like Drake. You think Frost is like Tatiana's sister? Okay. Drake just told Ivan to run. Oh, Frost has a baton. Yes. Blunt force damage. Do it, girl. Yes. That's not how you use a baton, but okay, that's fine. Oh, nope. See, he caught it. That's why you don't do it that way. Oh, frustration. Ooh, Drake is headbutting people. Yes, get the bad Russian. Get him. Ooh, punch through. Oh, now we're doing fisticuffs. It's Drake versus the Russian. Drake's getting his ass kicked. The Russian just threw Drake into a pile of bags. Oh, Frost is also getting his ass kicked. Oh, now she pulled out a knife. Man, this girl's got weapons everywhere. Oh, yeah. Slice across the face. That would have gone way deeper, but that's okay. Reverse hold on knives, not super great. All right. Drake's on the ground. Grenade! Boom. Flashbang grenade. Not a boom boom grenade. Oh, somebody with a gas mask and a gun. Oh, it looks like it's blonde chick. Malice. Oh, damn. She's like, holy crap. We need the backup teams. Russian almost took his head out on the door. Okay, so she just took her mask off. She still hasn't said anything. So she and Drake are looking at each other. They still have their guns trained on each other. I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay, now they've turned around and now they are shooting other Russian bad guys. They had a whole conversation without saying a word. Frost is hiding. Oh, she's going for security guy. Security guy is, man, he's just beating the shit out of her. Like, I'm glad she has all these weapons hidden away because she's, oh, damn. He's like, I'm not even trying. Like, these are your final moments. Oh, Venus was close to her throat. Ooh, sliced the throat a little bit. He's nicked it. He's toying with her a little bit. Lift his head up a little bit. Diedrich saying, okay, she just need him in the balls. Yep, that's a good, okay, yep. And Diedrich just shot him through the head. Nice. Hey, when in doubt, if you are fighting fair, your tactics suck. Always go for the balls. Uh-oh. Alpha no Taki. Diedrich just called them amateurs. That's funny. All right. Damn, she is. I don't know who this blonde chick is. She's a badass. Oh, shot him in the leg. Oh, pain. Oh, left, contact left is what actually was. But okay, so she said something finally, and it was to warn about incoming hostiles. Damn, she's just RPG. He didn't get his finger off. Oh, but he died. So, damn, she just survived an RPG. Holy shit. She's still alive, bro. Oh, he left her. Oh, he left her. Man, this dude really does love hammers. You could have easily ended it there. One knock to the temple, but no, you're toying with your food. You thought there wouldn't be any repercussions for your actions? His voice is obviously much deeper than that. You're making this too easy. He keeps hitting the hammer, but like not the business end of the hammer. Like it's the top of the hammer. And he keeps like pushing it into his chest and stuff like that. Oh, there we go. Business end. Oh, he missed. Okay. Drake just broke his arm. Not his arm, the Russian guy's arm. Now Drake has picked up the hammer. Now Drake is swinging with the hammer. Why does everybody keep using the top of the hammer? Drake told him to F off, grabbed Russian's gun, and told him to stand up. Stop playing with your food! Just kill him! This is not Russian efficiency. This is not SAS efficiency either. What is happening? Hastings was a good man. And Russian's like, oh, come on. How many good men are dead because of Hastings, because of her? Oh, we're getting into that morality question. Why would you not shoot the Russian? Oh, she's gonna kill him. Yes. Why does he need to step aside? You can clearly shoot him from any other angle. You're gonna shoot me up, yeah? I've killed better men for less. She's Russian too. Or probably Czech, like maybe Czech or Slovakian, maybe Ukrainian. So Ryan, who really wanted revenge, did not kill Russian man, but Anya with a gun. She woke up. He'll answer for what he's done. Russian guy is saying she's a killer. Oh, yep, see? It's his tattoo. So this Russian guy is the one who tortured her. He's trying to, like, warm his way into Drake's ear. You don't want him, she doesn't want you to know the truth. What does that say about her? Killing me won't. Oh, yeah! Ventilated! Anya, put him down. One to the chest and one to the head. That's new. But he very dead. Alpha, do you read me? Okay, so Frost has retrieved Fedorov. Say we again. Say again, we? So Frost is confused. Better watch your back, Alpha. Oh, we should leave. We should go. I have killed the bad Russian man who tortured me, who tortured our friend. He is dead now. He answered for his crime. We'll find truth another way. Why do you care why I'm here? Drake wants to know what he's in the middle of now. We're finished here. And he's like, no. I think she's technically going to get it. Drake's like, you can't just walk away from this. She's about to get on a motorcycle. Yeah, nope. So Drake's like, I'll get the answers, with or without you. And she says goodbye, Ryan. So yeah, it's going to be without her. So whatever Ryan just stepped in, so we've got mystery, we've got intrigue, we've got a dead Russian, we've got an Ivan who wants his family to be saved. Drake made a deal with him, so now Drake's got to go hunt down his family. She's driving off on her motorcycle. She's left him in the dust. killed that Russian man. She killed that Russian man. She owed nobody nothing. And now it's flashback to when she was being tortured. And this is when she's getting rescued. So we see the flashlight. Like, it's blinding. You can't really tell who it is. This is when she's in the cage at the very beginning. Damn, she's got some green eyes. And of course, it's Ryan Drake who gets her out. Mattis, it's all right. I'm here to get you out. So now we've finished up the story. Yeah, that was really good. I want more. What the frick? Listen here, drinker. My critique. 7! What the frickety doo-dah day? 7 minutes of credits, drinker? That's just not nice. Look at. Oh, ooh, okay, there's more scenes. Oh, okay. We're gonna continue watch. I was like 7 minutes of credits? Okay, continuing on. Yes. Holy crap. Listen, it's obviously not a big budget production, but the story, like, with the exception of a couple pacing situations, like, this was really good. I would want to watch a series of this. Like, clearly there's something, like, Anya, with the Drake rescued Anya from something really, like, much bigger than he knew. And, you know, Anya is not going to give any answers because that's not who she is. And I think that is so cool. Like, this has been a lot of fun to watch. Like, that was actually really good. Like I said, there was a couple pacing issues, a few, like, choices, like dialogue choices that I might have changed. But again, it's easy for me to Monday morning quarterback over here. But, like, that was really enjoyable, and it's definitely a hook. I really want more. I'm glad there's post-credit scenes because I was about to go yell at Drinker for 7 minutes of credits and like, lose my mind. But yeah, good stuff. Oh my gosh. Mr. Travis Grant, director of Rogue Elements here. If you've got questions, ask away. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for stopping by our tiny little stream here. This has been so much fun to watch. Hopefully everybody is enjoying it as much as I am. So Macapie says, asking Mr. Grant, how much fun did you have making it? And Mr. Grant answered, it was a dream come true and really grueling. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time making it. I gotta ask. There was I know that it's a lot to try and fit into a very short. I mean, there's this has opened up so much possibility. Like, is this getting shopped? Like, whatever you can tell me or tell us rather, like, are you hoping, I'm assuming the hope is that this gets picked up for, like, a series. I'm really intrigued by the pilot. I wish I had the production connections to make anything like that happen. I sadly don't, but are you hoping that this gets shopped, and if so, by whom, if I may ask, Mr. Grant? Thank you for stopping by. Mr. Thank you. From what I can say is that multiple people of note have seen it. That is promising. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. That was a lot to fit in a little bit of time, and it's definitely got the hook. So now, we're gonna check out the post-credit scenes. I'm glad that they exist because I was about to say 35 minutes. Biggest actor was Mike Dupud. Dupud? Is that it? Dupud? Very cool. Nice. Oh, look, there's your name. Edited by Travis Grant. Yeah. definitely a lot of fun. So we'll let his IMDb is linked to him and everything. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Talent, experience, meritocracy. There's a couple of guys that like. Ooh, sorry. I'll be quiet now. We're gonna.
Speak.
Obviously, he's for the CIA.
Sir, we've just had the report from our divisional leader in Estonia.
And?
The operation was not successful.
And Volkov?
Volkov?
Dead, sir.
Well.
Your orders?
That's a very angry person, as they all are. He's cold there. That's why they drink so much, right? Oh, I thought he was going to pull out some vodka. I was like, that'd be the most Russian thing to do. But no, he's making another call. That's kind of more terrifying.
This better be worth my time.
Marcus. Is that any way to speak to an old friend?
Oh.
We were never friends, Victor.
Call it professional courtesy, then. It's not every day the head of the FSB comes calling. When he does, it would be wise for a man in your position to listen.
That depends on what you have to say.
Who's Marcus?
Anya.
What?
We need to talk about her.
We need to talk about her. Yes! Okay. See, even more of a book. This is so intriguing. I hope this keeps up. This was a lot of fun. What a better adaptation that I've seen for some of my favorite novels, stories, genres, series have been adapted very badly. The Seeker series, not good. Not good. Nara, don't even get me started on that. But very interesting. So IMDb has linked me and he's been in everything. Like there's some people over on X that I know who are kind of in that same boat where like they've been in a lot of stuff and now the water's sort of like baking. Maybe they'll get more, but yeah, meritocracy, hard work, experience. I mean, just some of the most valuable stuff possible. I mean, there's very little things that can come from experience. I mean, experience even comes from talent, really. So that was a lot of fun. You guys did a great job. Oh, says fun fact: the posting was shot in Vancouver months after the directed over the phone, watching my daughter's skating recital on the other side of the that's awesome. I love it. Like being able to multitask like that, not easy. But the fact that like you were there for your daughter, that you didn't leave much training, that posting was really good. Especially oh, we got it. Everybody. Yeah, I found that really enjoyable. Thank you. Definitely, guys, go check out Mr. Grant's YouTube channel. And here we go. Okay. There's Drake walking up. This would be after Anya has left. They're at the extraction point, I take it.
Glad to see you, mate.
You too.
So where's Anya?
So where's Anya?
Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to figure out.
She's gone.
Tell me you put a tracer on her.
Diedrich is upset.
We're going to have a talk on the way home.
Diedrich is angry about the inefficiencies that are happening. Typical Russian.
What do you think she's planning next?
No idea. Got a feeling we're about to find out.
Ooh.
In the meantime, got a promise to keep.
Oh yeah, Drake's gonna keep his promise. Nice. Man, that's so cool. The backers, yes. So I think that's part of the cool part. Like a lot of this was cultivated just out of genuine interest and love and support, which like you always love to see. I mean, there are people in mainstream Hollywood who would kill for this kind of genuine support. This is fantastic. I don't know what anybody else is saying about it, but outside of a couple, like I said, couple of pacing issues and one part with a little bit of that kind of like slightly off dialogue. I mean, the parameters were set up pretty clearly. This was a cut and dry spy mystery thriller. We got in, we got out. Russian efficiency was all over the place. We love to see it. I did enjoy some of the genuine like prods, like pokes and stuff at American, like this is the cost of American arrogance. Like some of the dialogue in here is just bang on fantastic. I loved the quip to I don't believe in guns. I don't think there's enough of that. There should be more shaming of people who are in a life and death situation where there are bullets flying and they're still like, I don't believe in guns. And that's when you look at them and say, well, this isn't Hacksaw Ridge, so you better start believing. But yeah, that was so much fun. Really well done. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the total budget on this was, but I mean, well done. You guys definitely used whatever budget you had very smartly. I've seen, again, freaking that one episode in season 3 of The Mandalorian with the freaking Power Ranger motorbikes looked horrible and cheap and like ridiculous. And then you have something like this, which is obviously like being really smart with its budget, and at no point did it look or feel cheap, if that makes sense. So, okay. There was a payoff that was never filmed for that. Oh, for the I don't believe in guns. Oh, was Ivan supposed to shoot somebody? That would have been great. Oh, it's okay. Hey, you know what? I've never done production work like that, but man, that's great. Yeah, I love when we get payoffs for that stuff too. 475K Canadian. So what is that, like 300 that can't be right. 340 American? What? Holy cow, well done, sir. Less than $500,000 and you were able to make that? I am thoroughly impressed. Well, I guess I don't know if it was different locations, but you made them look like different locations, so brava. We had the Estonia shot. We had, they were in the middle of a cornfield. Then we had obviously like the warehouse. So we had, and then we had the different aspects with the flashbacks in the boxing ring and all around. Like you were very smart with this budget. Well done, sir. Bravo. It's good stuff. I thoroughly freaking impressed. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because it is Drinker. But I gotta say, especially for 475,000 Canadian, that you guys were able to pull off a 42-minute short film like this and keep it interesting, keep it moving for the pacing was there for the most part. And like the fact that you could buy into these characters as actually going through this and actually having sort of that backing, that knowledge and everything like that, it was, I mean, that's all you can ask for, right? It was really interesting. and a lot of fun to watch. Like I said, spy thrillers, spy mysteries. That's right. This was right up my alley, though. Like, I love this genre. It's, I don't think it's as niche as some people think it is, but I also know that outside of James Bond, it's also not a huge. It's not like a mainstream genre. I know people think, oh, Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, but outside of a couple of failed series, you know, like we've not gotten and I don't want one, by the way, Hollywood. That's not what I'm saying, but you know, we don't have like a Nancy Drew film series like we do with 007. We don't have a Hardy Boys film series like we do with 007. So while there are and I know everybody's like Harriet the Spy, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like that spy thriller action. And I would really love it if this could take off and sort of fill that void, because there is absolutely a desire for it. 100%. There's absolutely a desire for it. It's like I said, it's not super mainstream. Like say 007, but it's not as niche as some people think it is. Like, a lot of people think that this genre doesn't have a lot of support or a lot of interest, but I find that to not be true, because if it's well done, I mean, you can just look at the procedurals, because essentially what like the cop, like the Law and Order procedural shows, right? I mean, you look at all of the different law enforcement procedurals that are on, and you look at stuff like Person of Interest. They all take a procedural route, not so much the thriller action route. But it wouldn't take much to sort of like step over into spy thriller action. But I think most people, because procedural is, I mean, it's a procedural. It is very cut and dry. There is an obvious structure that you can work within, and you can take certain things and cast them over a variety of different situations with a plethora of people involved. And that's why procedurals are so popular, because they're cookie cutter. They're easy to shape however you need to shape. You just tweak a few things there and here, change a couple names and maybe one or two details, and you're off to the races. With spy thriller actions, you can't really do that. There isn't like a cut and dry element. Even I would say, with the exception of the first Mission Impossible, I would say that especially Mission Impossible 4, they are definitely more procedural. Like, the first one was a spy action film. But like, that just goes to show, when it's done well, people respond. And I think that this was absolutely done fantastic. And you know, I just wish that we had more people willing to sort of step into this realm. So Jose Taco says, did a drinker have a say in something that he felt was not part of the book? And Mr. Grant says, script had a lot to juggle, had to satisfy fans of the books, obviously, be interesting enough for newbies, and have a hook for production companies. That is a lot to juggle, especially when you only have 42 minutes to do it in. I think you guys did it very, very well, for sure. Then Mr. Grant says, picture Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible meets Jack Ryan and flirts with Bourne Identity, and that would be your series. That sounds fantastic to me. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I myself am not a huge Jason Bourne fan. I have read a couple. I've read a couple of the books, and obviously I've seen the Jason Bourne films. I love Jack Ryan. Yes, I love Jack Ryan. Love 007. I have so many 007 books. It's not even funny. Ian Fleming's was he was genius at it. I also have Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. But yeah, great stuff. Like you said, Mission Impossible, that action spy thriller. It doesn't get done very often, but when it does get done, when it's done well, the response is just explosive. So I think you guys have an excellent shot at getting picked. Just my humble opinion. But based off of what I saw, I've seen way I've seen pilots that were super rough and nowhere near this dense, like for in a good way, where there's a lot going on, but it's easy to digest and executed for the most part really, really well. I would probably give this like an 88, like a 88 out of 100, 8.8 out of 10. It did what it needed to do. It was really good. It hooks you. You're more like, who's Anya? What's the backing? What's going on with the Russians? What has Drake been involved in? How did Anya manage to get captured and Drake was the one that came and saved her? And what has happened on the in-between? Because obviously with that flashback in the war scene, like there's more going on. So there's definitely a lot there that you can sink your teeth into, which is great, because we don't always get that. And I think this has potential to fill a void that audiences are really hungry for. So I know you can't say much more, Mr. Grant. Thank you for stopping by. This is our tiny little stream. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think overall this was great. One of the better things that I have seen in a while on TV for sure. Chat, you are amazing and wonderful and remain undefeated, and that's why we love you. Oh, Mr. Grant, thanks for stopping by. It was my pleasure. I've been dying to see this, so this was my first watch through with the chat. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully the chat did too. The link for the film is pinned up above, and I'm gonna very quickly the book 1 redemption for the Ryan Drake series. Like I said, I know you can get it on Kindle and Audible. I think the paperback is still available, and I would try to share the link, but you guys are gonna have to go to the description because the link is too long to drop in chat. So the link for the first book, Redemption, is in the description. Definitely go check that out for sure. And Mr. Grant, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for helping create. Like Legionist just said, thank you for helping put this together and creating it so that we were able to enjoy it. It means a lot that something was finally made for us, and we're allowed to enjoy it and be honest about it. I think it's definitely good stuff. I know you are, but you deserve, you should be very, very proud of what you've put together. Because as I said at the beginning of the stream, a lot of people love to talk a big game, but there's very little very few people actually put their money where their mouth is. And then Mr. Grant says, if you plan on reading, this takes place between books 2 and 3. Audiobooks are excellent. Highly recommend. There you go. The link that is in the description, it'll take you to book 1, but then the rest of the series is, in the recommended below. So this takes place between books 2 and 3. I will be reading them over Christmas break. I am very excited to actually get through the rest of them. So by all means, head over there, show drinkers some love. Mr. Grant, thank you. Legionist, if you could drop Mr. Grant's YouTube channel just one more time in the chat for the chat, would appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Best of luck. We're going to end as we began because, everything's a cycle. It's like what is it? It's like poetry. It rhymes. I was able to show you guys a few clips, but we started with the trailer and we will end with the trailer, and hopefully that hooks you guys to go check it out on your own. And as always, much love, God bless, Godspeed. Have a great time, have a great night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, chat, and I will talk to you later. Take it easy. Bye.
Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
Hold on, Alpha. Let me check the schematics and see if there's another entry point.
No time for that. Going loud.
Last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison. Their target was an operative,
Identified by the code name Maras. All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know shit.
Einstein's team was tasked with retrieving this man, Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating a new radical separatist group in Estonia. We have just under 2 hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse, find Fedorov, and get the fuck out in one piece.
Look around you, Frost. Does this look like headquarters to you? This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job.
You were foolish enough to send spies into my country. And as you can see, they have failed miserably. Ryan Drake.
Better hope this isn't a trap. Because if those assholes don't kill you, I will.
The only people dying today are those fuckers.
All of them.